Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Good morning everybody, let's take a look on the gold market. So yesterday we have talked about the possible retracement there, and at the same time we still keep valid the idea that possibly retracement could start, and different patterns could be formed on intraday charts that could trigger this retracement. And while market stands in the range of this consolidation, the chance on retracement will be valid. It seems that on a daily chart we do not have something special, so market mostly is calling on the same range. 2 days ago it was the inside session. Yes, the market has shown some appreciation higher, but still it stands below these lows. But if we'll take a look at the intraday charts, then here it's really a thrilling setup is forming. So if we'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart, here guys I see only one clear pattern that could be formed. And this pattern we have discussed briefly recently. So this is regardless cheaper to sell. So if it will be formed, this market should start dropping here. Mostly the idea of this possible reversal here, not even maybe not particular by this regardless cheaper to sell, but in general mostly corresponds to the situation that we see on the Japanese yen. We have discussed in today's daily video on the dollar index that we have talked about recently. So it seems that market's a bit overextended. I mean, other assets in relation to United States dollar. Dollar correspondingly is underextended, so undervalued, and it stands at oversold significantly. And it seems the market feels some housing in this action, but because mostly this action was triggered by anticipations of the investors, but no confirmation steps by the central banks have been done. No real hints have been done yet to confirm these anticipations. This big rally across the board that already has happened, it seems it's sufficient to work out the expectations that already have been done, the anticipations that investors have. And now, to proceed this rally, investors will demand some definite and real steps from the central banks in particular. But at the same time, now central banks, especially the European Central Bank, Bank of Japan, they are not really very interested with the hawkish steps because currencies are overextended a bit. So they are overheated, and if, for example, Draghi tomorrow will say something hawkish, it means that we will get another leg of rally right from the 123 that easily could push euro currency to the 130. That will be too much for just about half of the year action. And the same on the Bank of Japan. So I think that rhetoric currently will turn to some currency wars, because they also do not want in the first stage of the bullish cycle in the global economy, they do not want to make the currencies too expensive. So you probably know that Donald Trump has approved the tariffs for the solar panels yesterday. So it's kind of the currency wars really could start. In the long-term perspective, this will be supportive for gold, but in the short-term perspective, this could bring some support to the dollar. And as a result, retracement that we're talking about really could start. Currently, guys, still, I personally think that really big hazard, or maybe it will be for somebody it will be a big opportunity that really deep retracement on the dollar could happen. And that's why, for me, the appearing of this bearish continuation pattern, by the way, because the first leg here already has happened, it could really lead to some far-going consequences here. But this is not the only pattern that we have. For example, what will happen if market will slightly exceed this top? Because you know the gold market is very cunning and it likes to show some Russian ranges and something of that sort. In this case, guys, we could get another pattern to be formed on the hourly chart. This could be a double top. So you can see this could be first top as part of the ABCD, our ABCD action here, it could become the second top. That's why if even market would exceed these tops and erase the cartridge triple two by letter, it will be erased because by the classical rules, the ABCD action should stand inside of the initial swing to keep triple two sell valid. But still, if this will happen, the market will show some spike here, will grab the stops above this area, but then fast return right back down. This could become the starting point of double top pattern. If double top will be formed, the target of this pattern will be around 1304, and that agrees with our idea, the possible retracement rate to this confidence support. It's very simple. What also attractive situation we have? Take a look that cartridge triple two sell actually is forming very close to the previous tops. So the potential risk here for a trade, if for example you will take the short position here, will be very small. So you could place relatively tight stop, slightly above these stops probably. Or you could wait, for example, for a wash and rinse if this will happen. For example, market will show bearish engulfing here right at the top, for fast grabbing the steps and fast return right back down. This could become another sign, so where you will see the confirmation of this. You could take the position later. Maybe you could use the, I don't know, maybe some other tools for trading. But I think I feel something is coming here, especially because tomorrow we will get the European Central Bank meeting. Something should happen, I think, around these tops. So currently, as you can see, this also butterfly is forming here, and 1618 extension stands 1344. It completes the cartridge triple two sell slightly below the stop, so it keeps valid both patterns. It's really very interesting. Besides, this picture that we have on the gold corresponds to what we see on the dollar index and what we see on the Japanese yen. This also makes me think that all this situation that we have across the board is really something serious. Well, so any serious picture brings serious possibilities, but also it brings the risk. So that's why just think about it. Maybe you will use in some way this setup in your trading.